Welcome to the Brother Henry and You Show. I am your host, Henry Harris. Welcome to the Brother Henry and You Show. I am your host, Henry Harris. Thank you for taking this opportunity to watch today. Make sure you share this video. I really believe that today message is going to really inspire you today. I really do. Because I want to talk about something that's very important, and I believe it's something that a lot of us go through and a lot of us face in life, and that is this ideal of trying to stay in a space or in a place where you're not welcome. My subject today is never force yourself into someone's life. Never force yourself into someone's life. Now, I wouldn't be talking about this if I hadn't experienced it myself, and God knows I've had my share of experiences in trying to keep people in my life who simply didn't want to be there. We have to have the power within us to let these type of people go. It's just like a garden. You try to get all the weeds out of there so your garden will flourish and do the right thing and turn into something beautiful. It's the way it is with people. Sometimes you got to weed them out. Well, that's by means of blocking them, deleting them, whatever you got to do to maintain peace, joy, and happiness in your life, you have to do that. But never force yourself to stay in the space of someone's life who truly don't want you there. In other words, if they didn't invite you to the party, don't go. Someone quoted, "You can't force yourself into someone's life if they don't want you there. They will make an effort to have you. If they truly want you in their life, they will make an effort for you to be there. They will." So it's the word force that really bothers me, because if someone truly knows your worth and they really love you, we're talking about unconditionally, and they know who you are, they would make space for you without question. Sometimes it's your worth that they don't know. If they truly knew who you were, if they truly knew your worth, if they truly knew who you were as a person, I'm not even talking about your looks, I'm talking about your heart. If they truly knew who you were, they would make space for you. We force ourselves into connections, and later we find out that we weren't welcome. You know that old quote, "Go where you are celebrated, not where you are tolerated." And many of us are in marriages, many of us are in connections, many of us are in friendships, many of us are in all these things, but you're simply being tolerated. They really don't want you around. They don't really want you in their life. But you don't want to leave. You want to stay where you're not invited, which will create a huge disappointment for you. Go where you're celebrated. There is people out there that will love you just for who you are. They will celebrate you for who you are. You don't have to force yourself to be in somebody's life. Let them go. I'm going to say this. There was somebody I was dating a while back, and I should have known at that time that that person was not a safe space for me to be in their life. For little to no reason at all, this person felt like they needed to tell me that, Henry, I can cut you off at any minute and wouldn't care. You know what I kept doing? I kept forcing myself into her life. Well, we eventually broke up at that time, but I should have been done called it off with that individual, because I was preaching something that I wasn't practicing myself. I was still trying to express my love and be kind and do all the right things and make her happy, which I'll never do that again, because I've discovered that you can't make anyone happy. But I was being tolerated in that relationship I was in at that time. I was walking on eggshells in that relationship I was in at that time. And to be with someone who tells you I can just cut you off and wouldn't think about it after I've helped you and done all these things for you, and that's what this individual said at that time, that's heartbreaking. But at the same time, I've healed from that. That person didn't know my worth. They didn't. They didn't know my worth, because if they knew my worth, they wouldn't have treated me that way. People are doing that to you today. Some of you are being violated. Your trust is being violated. They're hurting you. They are abusing you. They're creating trauma in your life. They don't know who you are. They don't know your worth. I would never be connected to anyone. I don't care if it's a relationship, friendship, whatever it is, where I feel like I'm being tolerated. I'm going to go where I'm celebrated. So people are coming to your life, but I am learning, the older I get, I'm asking myself, why are they there? For what reason or intent or purpose why they're in our lives? Sometimes we don't always know that. Sometimes we don't know till later on. Oh, this person just came to deceive me. This person just came to my life to hurt me. This person just came to my life to manipulate me. Sometimes we don't always know why someone is in our life. But it's important to ask ourselves that question. Now, most people, when people come in your life, you're not going to ask them, why you're in my life? What's the purpose? Now, nobody really does that realistically, but like I say, later on, you'll find out why they're in your life. You'll find out. And that could be either a good thing or that can be a bad thing. So every connection, you need to learn this too, especially for some people like me who used to be naive at one time. Every connection is not genuine. It's just not. It's not genuine. It's a battle trying to weed out those who don't need to be in your life. And I will never force myself into anyone's life or space, because everything that I look for in an authentic relationships, I offer myself, whether that's love, whether that's approval, whether that's a validation, whether that's acceptance. I give myself that. I don't look for that in other people anymore. That's the problem right there. And that's one of the ultimate reasons why we feel like we have to fit in or force ourselves into someone's life, because simply we're looking for a place to belong. That's the only reason why you're doing it. You're looking for a place to belong. So I need you to accept me. I need you to validate me. I need you to approve of who I am and what I am. I need you to love me. Give yourself that. And you don't have to look for that in other people. And when you give yourself that, I promise you, you won't be trying to fit in. If you give yourself that, I promise you won't be trying to force your way into somebody's life or to stay in somebody's life that don't want you there. There are also times you have to disconnect yourself from people. You know why you have to disconnect yourself from some people? You have to disconnect yourself from some people to protect your own heart. It's not that I hate you. It's not that I don't love you, but you're too toxic for me. I can't be connected to you. I'm protecting myself. I'm protecting my spirit. I'm protecting my life. I'm protecting my heart, because all I got is me right now. And I can't lose myself upon the expense of you. A lot of people say, well, we need closure. The best closure you can receive is just walking away. That's your closure. Walk away. Or maybe they walked out of your life and you're like, I need closure. No, you don't. That's the best closure you can get. Let them go. Let them walk away. If someone desires to exit your life, you have to give them the freedom to leave. You can't make them stay there. You can't. So when you attempt to keep someone in your life that doesn't want to stay, you are setting yourself up for resentment and dissatisfaction. I kind of said that earlier. Disappointment. That's exactly what you're doing. So there comes a season in our lives we need to be protective of not only those who we are connected to, but also protective of our space. I'm learning also the older I get that my inner circle is becoming smaller and smaller and smaller. And so many times people look at it as if I want a lot of friends. They're not all your friends. The reason why I know that is find yourself in a situation or a hardship. Let's see who all will show up for you. I highly doubt they all show up for you. They won't. But that's the way we feel. That's the way we believe. Everybody's our friend. Every connection is genuine. It's not. Everybody's not in your life for the right reason. Listen to me today. They're not in your life for the right reason. You need to connect with the right people. Use your discernment. It's not our job to force someone to do anything that they really don't want to do. You have a right to be happy. That is not determined by anyone else. It's determined by you. The more you try to force someone to be in your life, the more they will resist. Give them the space and let them come to you if they are truly meant to be in your life. You will discover, my friend, as you grow and develop as a person, you will discover that the older you will become more aware of why people and the purpose of why people are connected to you. Never force yourself into someone's space. Never force yourself into someone's life. The right people will come at the right time. I want to connect with you. Connect with me on youtube.com/Henry Harris 100. Also connect with me on facebook.com/The Brother Henry and You Show. I'm looking forward to seeing you. God bless you. Have an amazing week.
We hope you have enjoyed today's program. We want to connect with you. Visit us at facebook.com/The Brother Henry and You Show, or visit us on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/Henry Harris 100. We're so grateful you tuned in today and hope you have a fantastic day.